YouTube channel. We are going to make garlic rolls, homemade. So we start out by making an easy bread recipe. So we get that out of the way. So we don't make it. All right. So of course we need the bread to rise, so we can do the garlic better after we put everything together. So you can use any brand you want. I like this brand. So it doesn't have to be fancy. And what I like about this is really no measurement. And no, I don't use a mixer. Not to mention my mixer is in Kentucky. Eventually I'll get my stuff up here. But I have a little bit for the top of everything. So, for my quick bread recipes, you just kind of make a little, well, not yet, hold on, back up. Put a little bit of sugar, not a whole lot, don't really need to measure it. I mean, it really just depends on your own taste. And I don't put a lot of salt in it. That's for later. That's for later. And then you just kind of mix that up. I don't know about you all, but I actually like to feel the salt or flour. It's like that kinetic sand. Alright, so when that's relatively mixed, you kind of make a hole. And again, no need to measure. And I'm not making a bunch of stuff. So, a trick, I was originally putting my yeast up over here where my dry ingredients are. Like my flour, sugar, stuff like that. Well, my yeast, it was killing my yeast. So, put it in the cabinet away from your heat source. That way it doesn't kill your yeast before you get to use it. With your water, you want it decently warm, but not hot, like scalding hot. Get that warm enough. Warm enough where it doesn't hurt. It's about right. Water didn't seem to want to work right. Alright, let that acclimate a little bit. Pour that in there for a few inches. Stir that a little bit. And it just kind of pre-activates the yeast. Let that sit for a few minutes. And while we're doing that, we need to turn our oven, to 400. And what I do is it kind of slow rises over here, so I put it in the middle of the oven because the heat of the oven kind of makes it rise quicker. While that's doing its business, we can get some oil going here. I am out of the other stuff that is easier to boil, so we're just making do. Pretty good at making do. Good and oiled. Just let the excess run off. It doesn't have to be pretty. Alrighty. Back in about 5 minutes. Alright, so I'll show you what it looks like. Shush! Bring it down a little bit. That's what it looks like. So you come back over here. You get your water right. Remember, hot enough where it doesn't hurt. Don't want to kill the yeast. There we go. That might be a little too hot. It's a steaming. There we go. Alright. Those of you who are a big believer in doing this with a mixer, that's okay. I do most of it with my hands. Now I leave the water running at the temperature I put it on, just in case I need some more water. And for this one, you want some wet dough. You don't want your dough real dry. You want those air bubbles. You can smell it fermenting for sure. That's how you know the yeast is doing its thing. A little bit at a time. That actually might be enough right there. Maybe, maybe not. Kind of need more. There we go. Make sure all those dry is wet. Don't want any dry spots. And the good thing is it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the beauty of this kind of bread. Nice sticky dough. But it's pulling away from the side and it's starting to come off your fingers. That's what you want. Alright. Smooth it off the fingers. For the most part, anyway. Oops. In the way. Get you a towel. Set it in a warm spot. And wait for about an hour. See you then. Alright, while that's doing its thing, we will make our garlic butter. Oops, keep kicking me. I was going to do it in this, this container, but it's kind of a small container. Not much room to stir. So we'll go in a bigger container and then move it back here. My daughter really wanted some garlic rolls, so I thought, well, might as well make a video of it. Thought she was going to come and join me, but I guess not. So, again, don't really need to measure. I like garlic. So, yum. Only rule is make sure you got it thoroughly stirred. And then you just set it aside and wait until everything is risen. Which is an hour or so, give or take. Add some flavor. Don't want to add too much of that basil in there, because if you do, it overpowers it and makes it kind of gross. There you go. That is a lid. You don't want to put it in the fridge necessarily. Butter doesn't necessarily go bad, it just softens. So, we'll let it out to the air. So we will clean up a little bit and wait for that dough to rise, and it'll be real nice and domed and very, very good. Alright, so we got a nice puffy dome. Most decided it wanted to run. Doggy did some dishes. So, this is going to be a little hot. Use the towel. See if we can adjust it a little bit. Hopefully you can see. Oh, my damn nose. Got out another towel. There we go. Still a little sticky, but that's okay. For some nice bread. Knead it a little bit. Problem. Get a little bit of dough off my hand. Get a little bit of butter. And we're just going to saturate this dough. Roll it into a ball. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. But doing it this way gets it completely through the dough. And then just kind of roll it in on itself. And as you can see, we're going to have more than what's in the pan. Or, or more count than what the pan is. And that's okay. will be lucky to get any out of these. My daughter absolutely loves these things. And as you can see, the more you do, the less butter you're going to need to use. Because your hands will be covered. Oh my nose, I don't know what made my nose start running. Slimier the better. But it just means it'll need to cook a little bit longer than whatever garlic butter you have left, you just put it back in the little bowl. Downside is my kitchen is very, very hot. Go in the living room and it's like another climate. But that's okay. These are worth it. They're very good. This basic bread recipe, not the garlic part, got from another YouTuber. I don't know, I'm sure you all are familiar with Outdoor Boys, but he has some fabulous, fabulous recipes. And I kind of adjusted a little bit to what we like. But the basic of it came from his. You all ought to go check that out. this recipe I did on when I was doing TikTok. I did it on one of my TikTok lives. It was a very popular live for obvious reasons. My cooking was one of the more popular ones. I had people come on there just to get ideas for the night's dinner. And, it was pretty cool. But there is a lot of trolls on that TikTok and way too many regulations. So no thank you. Alright, so get our hands non-greasy so I don't accidentally drop the pan. And then, again, 400. Slip that in the oven for about 10 minutes or until the top starts to get slightly golden brown. Then we'll bring it out, and you can take it out of the pan immediately. But there is something extra that I do, and I'll show you when they come out. I will see you then. Alright, let's see how this looks. I made this also. There we go. Voila. So, my next step, and my brush is also in Kentucky, but what I usually do is just drench the top with more garlic butter. Washer and dryer is hollering at me. This makes me miss my brush. But you improvise, adapt, and overcome. Right? Right. comes with the wrinkles, that's fine. It just gives it character. And here in a second. Wait a few seconds because this takes forever. One last little touch. Here in a second. And I forgot to bring it over here, so I gotta go. Is I gotta get a new. Actually, I'm almost out of Parmesan, but I got enough to show you. Sprinkle, maybe, with a touch of Parmesan. And yummy, yummy, yummy. Oops, too much. There you have it. Let's see if Shirley wants to taste test. Shirley! Come here and taste the roll real quick. Alright. They're pretty hot, so. Woo! Oops. Uh-oh. Don't tell me you stuck. There we go. It only stuck right there. Where it mushroomed over. Nope, it's stuck right there. You devil. Alright.
Don't face it.
Okay. Just do a thumbs up or not. Well, you bugged for it, so you got it.
Yeah, just hopefully you cooked them all the way this time.
Thanks.
Well, I don't like doughy centers, I'm sorry.
Well,
But it seems like you did cook it all the way through.
yeah, I kind of ended up with the dogs outside. So.
That's good.
Thank you. And I have plenty more, but I don't have enough Parmesan. So. But that is all we got. And Shirley said, and that's all that matters, right? But that is the recipe for garlic rolls. And I will put it in the description in case you would like it as well, or once you try it. Again, there is no measuring. It's so hot in here, but there is no measuring, so it's really mistake foolproof. You don't have to be some chef, cuisine, anything like that to do so. Shirley does this, and she is very not a cook, so if she can do it, anybody can do it. And she makes very good stuff, so you can do this. But thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and hit that bell button. Say yay, hit the bell button. see you next time. Bye bye.